Hello everybody and welcome back to the labs. I am Toasty and thank you for joining me here on another episode of ResonantRise. Hanging out here on the MechStation, working on some blood magic. Last time I said we were going to work on this, and today, or actually I said I was going to do it off camera to be honest, but I thought, why don't I do some of it on camera? It's a novel idea. So what we're actually working on right now is upgrading our ritual binder. Our ritual divining rod. And we do that by making a couple of these black elemental inscriptions. And we do that by making a couple of demonic slates, which, if you haven't figured out the pattern for the slates, is you leave a piece of stone in a blood altar longer and it gets upgraded further. And the demonic slates is the fourth tier. So basic slate, a reinforced, the red one, and then the demonic one. I don't remember what the red one's called. But all you do is you do this, and now we can place dusk stones. So we're going to go ahead and, oh, there's the Well of Suffering. What was that? That was weird. There it is, Well of Suffering. And this is where we're going to throw it. Perfect. Isn't that cool? That's really, really cool. Now, what I want to do is to make this build a reality is we're going to need to fill this in a little bit more than it is. Now I know it's just a square and that's not cool, but trust me, it will work out. And this, I'm not convinced I'm going to keep it as the Grimstone yet, but it will help with just placing a few things for now. So my plan is here to go ahead and fill all this in with the Grimstones. We have a bit of a platform to walk on, and I may change it eventually. I haven't quite decided yet. All right. There we go. So what this is going to do for us is allow us to keep some peeps locked up in here. And is that right? That looks about right. Actually, we'll go one more. And feed our altar magically instead of us pricking our fingers. So we're going to use other mobs' blood. Now, one thing you may care to know, though, is there are certain mobs in vanilla Minecraft, a certain mob, that heals itself rather quickly. And that is a witch. So we're going to go on a hunt and find a witch. But while we're doing that, now this, I'm not going to finish this build today, but I am going to put the just preliminary needs on it. I need to make up some dark ethereal glass, which requires dark glass, which I don't have a pattern for. So let's go ahead and make that. Dark ethereal glass requires some dark glass, which, oops, requires some blackout curtains, which is just wool. Okay. Do I not have any glass? Oh, you know, I think it's glass panes, isn't it? It is. What is happening? It's like impossible to see. No, it can't be that. Oh, it's thickened glass. Of course. So we need this, which will be turned into not in this one. We're going to use this one. grief, I can't see this stupid stuff. Thickened glass. Perfect. And then the thickened glass, we'll make the dark ethereal glass. Okay, there's the dark glass, which we have. Then the other component is the unstable ingot, which we are going to be able to work with because we have ourselves our pseudo inversion sigil. So we take some diamond, we take some iron, get ourselves a stable ingot, right? No problem. And then go back to our dark ethereal glass, craft that bad boy up. Perfect. So now all I got to do is come down here, pick a row. No, now one of these is our thickened glass recipe, which needs to go downstairs. I think I just noticed that there was 2 recipes for that thing. Let's actually head over to the ME drive really quick to watch this craft up. So we're going to make about, I'm going to say about 200 and, nah, let's do 256. And eventually, no, I think it's going to craft all the thickened glass first, but ideally you would be able to see it in here. So we're going to go ahead and call it a break while I go look for a witch or 2. Before I do that, let's get rid of, oh, that's the ender pouch. I don't want that. Shoot. Mistake. All right. Goes in here. Wait, is this still activated? Stupid. Not a lot left in the old essence pool, so go ahead and leave our orb for now and break our finger a few times here and let that recharge, and will give us a good A-okay there. Close up this, get rid of this, and we need a couple of, well, I need a soul vial is really what I need from this. Okay, now I'm gonna go hunt for a witch while we make all that stuff up, and we'll be all right, guys. We're back at base. It's getting pretty late here, so I wanted to finish this up. I was not able to find a witch spawner, but sorry, just a witch at all anywhere. But I did find quite a few spawners, and I actually found a wisp spawner, which is really cool. And so I'll set one of them up real quick at some point here to take care of the incredible need for wispy essence and kind of deal with that issue across the server. I'm just bringing this out one because I think I decided I didn't like it where it was, but I haven't quite figured that out yet. Nah, we'll just do it like this. It's fine. And all we're going to do is fill in this. Where's our builder's wand? Cross here and down below. Now, the idea for this is pretty simple. I mean, we want this to be constantly producing blood. The reason I was looking for a witch is because witches heal themselves and they won't die if you do this right. Well, the problem is I can't find a witch because you can never find a witch when you're looking for one. Oh yeah, builder's one. Blue. Sorry, we got a little frame rate lag right now. I was doing a lot on my computer. And so it's a real shame because I don't want to have to worry about item collection and stuff like that in here, but I'm going to need to. I have a simple solution for it. You know, it's not hard at all. I just, I didn't want to. But I did want to get this done before I call it a night. And of course, the top. Of course, the top. But yeah, the witches, because they heal themselves, they won't die, so I'll never have to worry about that stuff. All right, perfect. Dark ethereal glass. We can fall on through there. Perfect. So, first things first, let's activate this puppy. It doesn't seem like I have enough. Oh, yeah, no, I don't have enough yet. Let's deal with this really quick. Now, my solution for this is pretty simple, actually. For the item pickups anyways, my solution is going to be to do this. Make us, it's very similar to what I did on my mob spawner. In fact, it's the exact same. A transfer node. I need to make a bunch of iron pickaxes. Like a bunch. Okay. I need some world interaction upgrades. Okay, and I need some speed upgrades. And wait for my ME system to catch up with my computer and the network, and I should end up with a bunch of redstone in my inventory and no gold nuggets, or I will crash. One of those two things. Although in the past, yeah, when I've done this, it's okay. This is something I've really only noticed. Oh, that might have been my fault there. Timing everybody else out. That is known to happen, unfortunately. Okay, that ought to do for now. All we're going to do, and it's ugly, again, this is temporary, but it is going to be very, very ugly, is throw that there. Put a bunch of them and them in. Anything that we have from those guys getting killed will come down here. And we've already got this hooked up to an ender chest, so why not just draw a line for now. I have a couple of ideas on how to make this nicer, but for now that's what it's going to have to be. 17,000. Okay, we have got to keep on pumping here. So what I will need is a dimensional transceiver. One of the nice things about my little adventure here in catching spawners is I was running out of spawners. Now, do I have anything in particular that I need? I need blazes. I do need blazes. So why don't we turn this into a spawner? No CPUs are available, huh? What are we crafting? Still that. Oh, wow. That's down from 1,000 to 62. That's crazy. So what's going on over here? Oh, we're probably just waiting on this thing. This is the slowest machine ever. No, it's this again. Why does this keep happening? Maybe it's not. Oh, it's done. Okay. Get 2 of these. Hop over here. Go boom, 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 blaze. All right. That's not ideal, but it'll work. So, do we have enough yet? Probably not. I think I need about 25,000. So we're almost there. Almost there. $25 there. Okay, let's see if that's enough. Really? Let me go find out how much this ritual needs to start. Unless our diviner tells us, which I highly doubt. Ritual tuned to north. Don't know why. Yeah, I really wish it says somewhere, like just by looking at it, what it was doing. So let me be right back. I'll figure this. So this requires 50 LP. And we're just going to go add a bit more because it does use it as well. So here's what my thought is. I would like a lever here. I don't know if Blaze is going to go very well here because well, for a couple reasons. One, without. So right now, this ritual isn't activated. So let's give it an activation real quick. There we go. Flows to the ritual. When I tell this to receive, I just don't know how far out these will spawn. If they spawn above here, I'll have to make it bigger. How much RF is this? 800. That's not bad. So this is active with signal. This is off. So I actually need this to be active without signal. So that will actually stop them both. So that's awesome. So that lever there will turn off the ritual. It will also turn off the spawner. So let's just see how far out this goes. I think I do want to raise it up one. At the very least, if not up and out one. Oh, it's working. So we got 3382, 34. It does appear to be a small net. Not a huge net, but a small net. Increase in LP. Wow, it's slow though, isn't it? My word. It's gonna take forever to kill those guys at that rate. That's insane. So I think that Format must have upgraded his somehow. There are ways to upgrade these rituals, although it did look like his was all dusk stones as well, which is really interesting because I didn't think it worked that way. But yeah, it definitely did look like his was all dusk stones. So this is spawning very slowly. So what basically happens though is this ritual I missed one. This ritual kills the mobs within its reach, and it's got a fairly large reach. And the blood that comes from each attack, excuse me, goes into your altar. It has to be pretty close. And then it fills up your life pool. Something to be careful about is the fact that it also uses essence per hit. So you got to make sure that you are getting enough. Now, he's got speed runes on his and sacrifice upgrades, which we will also need to get the sacrifice upgrades for sure. And the speed runes aren't a bad idea. Basically, the way format has this set up, and it's a really good setup, which is why I'm going to probably mimic it a little bit here, is that the runes of sacrifice do quite a large amount of damage, like a colossal amount of damage. And so I think, I wonder actually, am I gonna be able to do this? Not a colossal, they do a lot of damage. I don't know what I'm talking about. And so what that does though is each time, is this still tier 4? Yes, okay, that's fine. That looks kind of silly. But if I go all the way up with it, it might look kind of cool. I'll play with that. I'll play with that a little bit. Now, you'll notice that when I was breaking the caps off the top, it was being sucked up. That's because our world interaction upgrade is in fact working. But yeah, the runes of sacrifice increase the amount of blood per hit that the ritual puts out, which again is something that we very desperately need. I don't see any blaze rods in there, so that's good. Oh, interesting. That wasn't really supposed to come back. All right, and now that we have automated blood in our network, everything is going to get a lot easier. And it's one of the reasons that I always try to push for this when I play with blood magic. Is because it makes things like, there's so much you can do in blood magic, but it is really grindy at the beginning. Not a bad grind, really, to be honest, but it is very, very grindy. So you do have to kind of make sure that you're pushing to the point where that grind goes away. And this is what really helps it to go away. In my opinion, anyways. All right. And so remember that the dark ethereal glass is going to let us see in, but not let them see out. And then we'll just give these an extra layer, like so. All right, and that's gonna call that part for us, I think. I'm gonna do a bit of work with the decorations. I may make those, how many do I have left? I got enough left. I'm gonna change a few things out, and I just forgot that I did make this at one point, which is our resonant exchanger, which will allow me to change parts of this very, very easily, but I need to go ahead and change how the radius. This is kind of like the wand of equal trade, but better, in my opinion. This isn't going to do anything, is it? There it is. Better because you can adjust the size it reacts. So, I mean, it's different, and then it uses RF instead. It's usually not that slow. I don't really know what caused that. Let's take a look here. Still a tier 4, though, so that's okay. So we'll just make sure that these all become fully red and fully awesome. And I think I'll pull out one more blood shard. And go ahead and make these just a radius of 3. All right, make those blood as well. All right, so that's gonna be our episode for now. Very, very basic automation for the blood altar. There's a lot that we can do to expand this, and there's a lot that we will be doing, but for now, what I know for sure is we have a net increase in our LP, and we can just let this run and come back with loads of power in our network and be ready to start automating the creation of things. Now, it's not fast enough yet to automate the creation of, for example, slates or things like that. Like, it's still really quite slow in regards to that sort of a build. And so we're going to need to take care of that, and we will eventually. We definitely will. But for now, I'm going to call that done. I'm going to call that an episode, and I'm going to go to bed. I hope you enjoyed the episode and enjoyed hanging out with me here during our blood moon, playing blood magic, ending up that episode here on MechStation, having some fun. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like or subscribe. It really does help the channel to grow, which I would love to see happen. And hang up your lab quotes on the way out, and I'll catch you guys next time. Deuces!